It's your girl Shantae C checking in for a brand new hot smoking tea and things. I'm chilling with my homegirl.
Nia, what's up? It's another Wednesday. We're here, back in the building.
Yeah.
We're going to for sure get into some tea and some real things. And y'all definitely join in because I want to know what you guys think about
I know.
some of these things going on out here.
Lord D.
But first of all, I'm going to break us off with a little celebrity news.
What's
gossip,
going on?
Whatever.
What's going on in the news, girl?
A lot, but not too crazy.
Okay.
Well, it's always crazy, but so Martin Lawrence.
Oh, what he doing?
Well, he's good.
Okay. As long
Yeah,
as he
he's
good, I'm like,
Well,
wait a minute.
The internet broke a huge rumor saying that his health looked like it was failing. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, they were promoting Bad Boys,
Right.
their new movie. And so it looks as though throughout the promotion that Will had to hold Martin up.
What?
His health. But this is all according to the internet, okay?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Martin is saying he's fine. Y'all stop the rumors.
Oh.
And just go see Bad Boys. That's what Martin is saying.
He like, I enjoy the promotion.
So he said his health is not declining.
Right.
He's fine.
Stop worrying about that, y'all.
Yeah. And it was a big thing on the internet. So he did decide to speak out and say that he is fine. Yeah, nothing wrong with me. Y'all just stop the rumors.
Right.
Good Lord, when the internet get a hold of them rumors, boy they go.
It's like done. You're done.
For sure. So, but we will be seeing Bad Boys.
Right.
Right? Because we love Bad Boys.
Well, I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm still on the boycott circuit. Like I felt more comfortable seeing Will Smith and
so that's right. Shantae's been boycotting Will.
Necessarily still mad with him, but I don't know if I'm ready to support him, but I'm not mad about it anymore.
Support him. Well,
so
the movie's gonna be entertaining. So listen, their movies are always good.
I've healed. I've been working on my healing, so I've healed from the situation.
Okay.
Now support, I don't know about that. You're going a little far.
Listen. We're gonna leave Will alone.
I guess.
Shantae's healed from.
I've healed from the slap.
From the.
But I'm not sure if I'm just ready to support just yet.
Okay. Well, and moving on. So over the weekend, last weekend, guys. Okay. 31st and 1st.
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion had 2 sold out shows here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And neither of them was able to go down. Atlanta had a huge water main break downtown.
Wow.
And the shows were not able to happen.
Oh, because it was at the State Farm?
Yes. But
dang,
people were
pissed.
Not so much pissed, just disappointed because it was really a thing they couldn't do nothing about it. I mean, you gotta have water to run an establishment.
So what's our Mayor Dickens? What Andre Dickens gonna do? Is he refunding everybody ticket money?
I'm sure that people can get refunded ticket money.
Because she's on a tour right now, right?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, okay. So it's not like maybe they can reschedule the dates?
Yeah. I haven't seen a reschedule, but I'm thinking she will because she had 2 sold out shows.
Yeah, because you definitely don't want to just have to refund the money. People want to see Meg.
Yeah. The only thing that suck about stuff like that is that people, they come in town.
Yeah, so you lose
for these
money.
Things, and you lose in that way.
We spoke on that with Miss Anita Baker.
Yeah, but all in all, Megan did announce, congrats to her, that she has a new album releasing June 28th.
Oh, girl, I thought you was about to say she was pregnant. I was like, what?
Megan will release June 28th.
Okay.
And when she put out, when she put out any music, it's always good.
Well, that's good. Well, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, we're
I've
not
never
saying that the
listened-
lyrics are good,
Well,
but I definitely dance to them.
well, look, the lyrics may not be child appropriate, but some
Right.
people might think, listen, she got bars, so I don't
She got bars. We gotta give her that. And I mean, I admire Megan. I like Megan. I mean, the fact that she was, she had blew up and still walked across the stage to get her degree. She did not stop school because of
right.
her fame. She said, I promised I was going to do this, and I want to do this in honor of, I think she was honoring her mom at that time or
She was.
something. But yeah, and I mean, and that kudos to her, man.
Yeah, I mean, because hopefully, as a Black entertainer, it doesn't always work out the way that you think it will in terms of your money and how much you get paid. And you may be on a high right now, but I think she's thinking to herself, if ever I had to do something different, do I have another skill outside of shaking my ass?
Yeah, girl, you got a brain.
Do I have another skill?
Yeah. So kudos to her, and we'll be looking out for the album. We'll be looking out for new dates because we like Meg. We rock with Meg.
Well, I had seen this show the other weekend that a friend of mine turned me on to. It was called Megan versus Tory Lanez. And they were like talking about the whole situation with him shooting her pinky toe and all of that. So I thought that was very interesting to kind of see what the spin on it was from both perspectives. So it kind of gave me a different perspective of her and what happened, and especially Tory Lanez. It definitely gave me a different perspective of him. But needless to say, y'all should check that out. It is pretty interesting.
Okay.
I saw it on I think it was Hulu. I saw that on.
Okay.
But don't quote me.
I'll definitely check it out. And then moving over to our boy Diddy, guys. So,
oh Lord, what he doing now, y'all? Huh?
Well, he's doing good stuff. Well, nothing good, but he came to grips. He sold majority of his shares
His
his stake in Revolt, which I think was a good thing because I'm sure that they were seeing a decrease. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm sure.
Right. And then you got to think about this too. He sold it to get the money.
Yeah.
Because when you sell shares,
coins
right,
coming like he had.
Yeah, when you sell shares, you get money. So I'm sure it was more than just his well-being for the
right
for the thing. We don't know if Diddy's out for himself right now. So
he he founded Revolt in 2013. I didn't realize it had been that many years, but I can recall like 2013. Wow.
Yeah.
I can recall going to some of the Revolt conventions and things he's had away, because I know he's done some here in Atlanta. I've never went here, but
he's had some in Miami.
He's had some in Miami, and he had one in LA. I remember going to some years back. So for sure, but yeah, I mean, they're keeping the same CEO and president.
Yeah, because they didn't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, for now, at least.
Well, as long as it's financially profitable, I mean, there's no reason to be getting rid of them. They're just getting rid of the person who is bringing bad publicity. I mean, but again, I think it's a money grab. I think he's, trying to make sure he's shoring up all of his ducks, because it's about to be a long, hard fight, and who knows what boycotts are happening, who knows what endorsement deals he's lost. But hopefully he was more liquid than he was assets, so hopefully you don't have to start selling off a whole bunch of houses.
Boom.
Drop the mic.
Well, I mean, there's a lot more going on, but that'll take all of our time, so.
Oh, okay. So if you guys have been following us at any level today, I put out a post earlier about this crazy lady who was commenting on her husband and him being out of work. And after 30 days, he is now asking her to pay the bills. So, as the story goes, she says, and I quote, babe, she said, so she's speaking in third person. She's like, her husband came to her and said, babe, I lost my job. She says, oh, okay, I'm sorry that you lost your job. It's 30 days later, and he's like, can you help me with the bills? And she proceeds to say that she's not going to help him with the bills because that's not what he promised her. He did not. She told us, the internet, that he promised her that he would take care of her, that he would pay the bills, that she didn't have to do that. And so she didn't understand why he was asking her to pay the bills. And she asked him to pay her back for any money that she put out. And he said no. So then she said, well, if you don't want to pay me back for the money that I'm paying out, then I got to go. Because she said in the beginning, your money is my money is my money, and your money is our money. So that's what he agreed to. That's what she want. And so we gonna talk about that tonight.
Wow. I'm just, wow. Okay.
So this is what I would say. My first initial thought is, if that's what you promised, then that's what I expect. And if for some reason that changes, I feel like you should be having a conversation with me and giving me choices. Like, I married you on the preface that you said you was gonna pay for everything. So how is it now on me to pay everything? I'm just trying to say.
So, okay. And I'm thinking opposite, guys. I'm thinking
we in this together.
And things happen. Now, it's one thing if you're laying around and this has been going on for a year, whatever. Well, let's even say 6 months. But we're talking about 30 days, 90 days. I think that couples can come together and you could for sure help out in your household.
Well,
right?
My argument,
not just call it quit.
My argument with that whole statement is that, number one, it's 30 days. So are you telling me that you lost your job today and you don't have any type of contingency plan? So what if I wasn't here? You was just gonna lose everything?
Right. Well, I do agree with that because it's 30 days, so you should, have some kind of something, savings, 401k to draw, something.
Right, because that sounds crazy to me. Because so if the situation were that, right, and you're right, if the person was working, they should have some type of 401k. So even if you pulled out $10,000 to say, okay, I want this to hold me over until da da da, while I'm working to get a job. Now I feel like the woman at that point should have stepped up and been like, okay, he's not working, let me do some things. But I think because he asked her, she felt like, okay, but wait a minute, you promised this to me. So that you lost your job, that shouldn't have anything to do with whether or not the bills are going to get paid. Because you should have a contingency as to how you're going to take care of this. Because if I was not here, you would have to take care of it.
And I feel you. and they obviously, she said they married on an agreement. You said you would handle everything.
Yeah.
But I think that, as spouses and as a couple, that we should work together for sure.
Uh-huh.
No?
I'm working to help you manage the money that you got. I'm not. So at this point, if you was taking care of the bills, I might say, okay, you don't have to worry about getting my hair done. I'll worry about doing that. But you need to still get these bills.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you said you was going to do. Now, I'm not saying you got to
happened.
But
And especially if the person has been doing what they promised, doing their part.
But what? Okay, so when
do
you
they?
wasn't when you weren't finding a job, right? In these 30 days, there are other things that you could have been doing to stack the money because you knew the bills was coming. So how you gonna wait 30 days with zero plan and then come to me and be like, all right, you need to pay the bills?
Yeah. I mean, there's other
Yeah.
hustles, but I think that when someone loses their job,
Okay, but
that's an unfortunate thing that happened.
but she
It
didn't
wasn't a planned thing, you know?
But she didn't say that he got laid off. She said he got fired. So what were you doing that led up to that?
Well, some people consider fired and laid off the same.
Okay, so that
we don't know there.
Okay, well I can understand that, but what I am saying is, how you gonna tell me that? Because the way that she said it, she seemed like she was shocked that he was asking her to pay this. So my thing is, okay, it's been 30 days. You have not communicated to me that you were having issues and that in 30 days I may need to assist with this. And for some men, it's a pride thing. So they be like, babe, I really need you to help me with this. But listen, I got you. As soon as I got a job, you don't got to worry. I will resume what I'm doing. I will get you back. But his attitude towards it was, why should I have to pay you back? Because that's what you said you was going to do. You said you was going to pay these bills. And she holding that man. She holding that man.
Okay, and I agree with Lulu. There's nothing wrong with stepping in temporarily.
But
and that's how I feel.
But I feel like there should have been a conversation first. Like, you ain't just gonna spring it on me that all of a sudden now it's all on me. Because I don't know how long all on me is gonna be. Because you did not say that in the conversation.
Now I can say I can say that I can agree with you on that part. For sure, because there needs to be a conversation had. How long is
me taking care of it
temporarily gonna be? That does need to be a conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah.
and Shantae, so what if the conversation is until I find another job?
So how long is that? 1 month, 2 months?
You don't know how long
months?
it takes to find another job.
But finding another job. So if the expectation is that you're bringing in income to pay bills, right? And you don't find your dream job or the job that's in your profession.
Because when I say find another job, that's kind of where I'm going with not your dream job, but like if you were making, a medium 6-figure salary, generally people go for those type of jobs. And you and I know that sometimes they take a little longer to get, when you're up in 150, 200, 250, they take a little longer to get, and not because they're not out there, because they are, but they take a little longer to get, because even the interview process is not one and boom, you're in.
Right.
It's, first interview, second interview,
right.
Things like that, third interview.
I do agree with that now. I absolutely agree with that.
That process can be about a month,
Now, I do completely agree with that.
A month and a half, right?
But what I don't agree with is that you need to give me a time frame, right? I should not have to wonder, are you ever going to go back to the way that we were? I don't want to continue to just do this like this forever.
Okay, I can for sure respect that. Because sometimes when you don't put a time frame on things, it can go forever.
Yeah, because what I feel comfortable with is maybe not be the same as what you feel comfortable with. I might feel comfortable with you only doing this for 6 months. You might be comfortable with 3 years. And I might not be comfortable with that. Because you're still looking for your dream job. Okay, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me, because these bills keep coming every single month. And you said that you was going to do that. So now how is it all of a sudden switched on me?
Okay.
We've been married 30 days. 30 days?
Right. Well, that couple was only married 30 days. So yeah, that's a big like bait and switch.
Right.
For sure.
Right. You got me and now you don't work?
Yeah. Now, if something, well, I might have to be agreeing with the lady, because if something like that happened early on, that would kind of be like, whoa.
Right.
But if we're in longevity,
Right.
and you've made your promises and did what you were supposed to do, I agree with Shantae. I do need some kind of time frame, because I'm learning when you don't hold people
accountable for what they say
to a time frame.
Yeah.
You know, then some people just leave the open. You know, you can't expect everybody to think like you. So,
right.
You know, my expectations may not be your expectations. My expectations of a time frame, I'm going to hustle and do everything I can do to keep the original agreement we had.
Right.
Things may shift here and there, but my time frame for me, if it was me, it's not, going to be
so what?
A year situation thing.
Now, I will say that she goes on to say in this conversation that she's having with the internet that she links up with his friend. And she tells the friend about the situation. One thing leads to another. They end up doing what they do. And he ends up giving her some money to help pay these bills. So this is a twofold thing. So are you mad because you didn't have money to step in to pay the bills? And so that's why you are trying to get rid of him, because honestly, you didn't have enough money. So it's like, okay, all this time, maybe you've been saying, oh, I can do this. I could do this if I had to. And now that you got to do it, now you can't do it. So now you're embarrassed. And now you got to go get money from somebody else to make this thing work. So I just wonder to myself, there's always nuances to every circumstance and situation. And of course, you can't take what people say for a fact, because you will never know the whole circumstance. He might have asked her to pay 2 bills, and then she might have jumped off the deep end, and the bills might have been her bills. Who knows?
Right. Because there's 3 sides to every story, right? Not 2. There's yours, mine, and then there's the truth.
Right.
And the fortunate thing, only God knows the truth.
Right.
Because, but anyway, I think that just in general,
yeah,
and a hold, that if you're a happily functionable couple, right? And everybody been sticking to their agreement, and then some shit go down and shift. One party, it's okay to have the other party's back. And Lulu agrees with me, guys.
Now, and here's the thing, and I will say this, like, I feel like some people marry for love, some people marry for security, right? So I think
they both are right?
And I think that your perspective changes depending on the nature of the relationship.
That's true.
So I married for love. So even though, yes, I feel exactly what she's saying, and yes, I do agree with her, because I feel that she married for security. I married for love. So I'm down 10 toes whether we up or down.
Right. Okay.
Because I married you because I love you, not because what you can buy me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And I respect that.
So I can definitely, on that perspective, say that. It's just that for what she's saying, and she's saying, you promised me. Do I agree? Yeah, I kind of do.
But the girls do say,
for better or for worse, but that don't matter.
More.
That don't matter. If the conversation that y'all had was that, listen, I'm gonna take care of you. You never have to worry about bills. And then 30 days later, you like, what's up with the bills? What? No.
Well, yeah, 30 days, that's going to be too soon to be talking about what's up with the bills.
Yeah.
No.
Just 30 days ago, you told me I didn't have to worry about no bills. Now, 30 days later, what's up with the bills?
Right. So you
Bruh.
came in this relationship with 1 month of bills of 1 month of your promise.
Right.
That ain't gonna work.
And now
No, sir.
and
No,
now
sir.
You want me to take it over? I don't think so.
Right, but I do. I'm so happy you brought out that part about we need a date. We need a time. Like, how long?
Yeah.
Because you guys, that is a very, very important question. Extremely.
Yeah, because
to have a date.
Because you don't want to feel like you're being taken advantage of.
Right, for sure.
You want to feel like, okay, yeah, we are in this together, and you're not just trying to take advantage of the situation that you're not working.
Yeah.
Because it's not an excuse. It is a reality, but if you're not trying hard to change it, to make it something different, then that becomes an excuse.
Right. I feel you.
Well, I'm not working. Okay, well, you haven't not been working for 3 months, but you haven't been training yourself. You haven't been sending out resumes. You haven't been going on interviews. You ain't been doing nothing. So to me, you telling me you don't have a job, that don't mean nothing to me.
Well, yeah. I can't disagree with that part.
Oh my, okay.
I can't disagree with that part.
So, I get it and I understand, but you can't expect, if I did not say that in the beginning, that was what my heart's desire was, to take care of a whole nother individual that is capable of working.
Yeah.
If I didn't say that in the beginning, then you should not expect that of me. That's not what you should expect.
Shantae spoke, guys. And as she break this thing down, I can't disagree. But if you're longevity, like I said, and everybody's been keeping their end of the bargain all along,
right,
way past 30 days,
right,
then we can have each other's back. Can you agree with that?
Yeah,
okay, boom. Okay.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like I said, with me and my husband, I married him for love. So whatever's gonna happen is whatever's gonna happen. We in it together till death do us. Rich or poor, sickness, health, cute, ugly, whatever. We in there. Because it was never about what we brought to the table in terms of finances and assets. We met each other so long ago. So everything I fell in love with had to do with him as a person. Now, if he changes and becomes this crazy person, then that's something different. But what I fell in love with was him. It had nothing to do with what he had.
Right. Okay.
And everything to do with how he loved me and treated me. So that's why I never mind doing the world for him. There's nothing I wouldn't do for him.
All right. I like that, girl. I like that.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for him, literally. But if the situation were different, and let's say I, was in a situation where I was broke and poor, and I met this millionaire, and I didn't really like him like that, but he just kept pursuing, and said, I'll take care of you if you marry me, because I want somebody as a companion. And I said, oh, you know what? I'm tired of being in this situation, so I'm making the decision to marry him because I want to be straight. I don't really like him like that because I think he got some ways that I don't really want to deal with. But if we have an agreement like, hey, you're going to take care of me, I'm going to be on my side, you're going to be on your side, this is how we're going to do stuff. And we talk about that prior to, then if you fall on hard times, you should then not expect that now I'm going to support you because I married you because you wanted a companion. I didn't marry you because I thought that at some point I would have to support you.
Right. I can understand that.
So, I'm just saying.
Well, y'all, listen. Woo! It's been a lot. Good Lord. But we gotta break our 5-minute tip to a 1 minute tip.
So
Shantae has one for us.
listen, in the summertime, it's the perfect opportunity for you to get outside and move, right? And so there's a lot of places out in the city, especially for little kids, and if they're hot and they want to like play in the water and stuff like that. There's a lot of free water parks around town.
And there are.
And they're like little hiatuses. They're probably like less than a block long, and they're like little playgrounds. But in the playgrounds, it has like the spouts that come out of the ground and water that just comes out of them.
Yeah.
So if you're ever looking for something that's fun and cool to do with your youngins, I wouldn't say to take nobody that's like 12 or 13, but this is kind of like for people who have kids that maybe are 6 and under. This is a really good thing, and it's fun and it's free. Well, it's not really free, but we pay for it with our tax dollars. And so those parks are out there. There's one, if you live in Marietta, there is actually one on North Marietta Parkway, on your way to Six Flags, and it's right there, depending on which way. If you're coming away from, if you're going to 75, it's on your left. If you're coming from 75, it's on your right.
Okay, and I'm sure that they can be Googled. I do, know there's one in downtown Alpharetta, and, and it gets you moving around with the kids, so that's good. But I'm sure you can Google free
water parks.
Well, water park might actually come up, but yeah, free parks with
water.
With water, yeah, for sure. So that's a great idea, and it get you out of the house with the kids, moving around, keep them cool when it's hot outside, and it's fun.
And help them burn off some of that energy from just sitting in the house all day.
On that phone.
On the phone.
Watching Coco Melon. Know what I'll do? 6-year-olds watch that? Oh, that's babies.
Oh, I don't know. Had they been watching Miss Rachel and Barney and
yeah,
all of that.
But you guys, that is our time.
Yeah. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or you just feel the burning need to just talk about this topic as well, you can hit us up at tandthangz, THANGZ, @gmail.com.
All right, and we are going to shout out to our sponsor here, Lucky Coin. If you have a small business that you want to grow, hit us up and we'll get you in touch.
Yes, sir and ma'am. Thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Next week.